Hey, how the heck are you, man? How you do, buckaroos? Wow, man. So, wow, man, I went hippie on you for a second. So, just got home after a work week. It was a decent work week. But as most of you know, I work out of town. I just come home Friday afternoons, and here I am on a Friday afternoon. I came home with change because it was nice. Actually, it seemed warmer when I went in to change. It is just a little chilly. It's probably low 70s, might be high 60s. Just a tiny bit of wind. The wind just started coming up. It wasn't out at all earlier, but they said it was going to this afternoon. So, anyways, but hey, I'm just wearing some sweat shorts, sweat material, some shorts made of sweat material. You know, they're old Everlast shorts that I've had for, holy crap, a decade actually, oddly enough, man. I got these on sale at Kohl's 100 years ago, 10 years ago. And I'm remarkably, I can still wear the damn things. How about that? So I just found this today. I've actually had this beer before, but I just realized I hadn't done a video for it. But here's why I bought it. It's 4.7%, 42 IBUs. That's not why I bought it. I'm going to get to that in a second. Founders All Day IPA Session Ale. They call it Session Ale. I know a lot of folks are going to take exception to something 4.7 being called a Session Ale. I'm going to give them a pass because, well, I'm generous that way. I picked it up. It was $1.99. I shit you not. It was $2 for the 19.2 ounce can. Think about that for a second, folks. I mean, if this was in a 4-pack, it'd be less than $8. I mean, seriously, that's a bargain. I just bought 2 cans. One to do a video here, one to do a live video. But wow, what a deal! I mean, at the same store, a 24-ounce can of Foster's is $2.50. Now, I get it's different styles. I'm just comparing values. You following me? 2.5. A 22-ounce can of Sapporo was $3.49. And if we're talking quality, I mean, styles aside, I'm not talking styles. I get that those beers I mentioned are a different style. But if we're talking quality, those beers don't even, I mean, they're not even in the same ballpark as a beer like this. If we're talking just quality, the quality of ingredients, those two don't even come to, I mean, they're not even in the same ballpark. So aromas, let's talk about something. Let's talk about the pour first. Had a nice head on it, but it took me a minute to get things started. It is just slightly cloudy, but not a lot, especially by today's standards. A very bright golden. Put it into a Pilsner glass, sue me, y'all. That's one I had handy. Thought about using the tulips, but nah, I'm going to go Pilsner, man. Anyways. Aromas are bright, a combination of pine and varied citrus. I mean, I'm certainly picking up hints of pineapple, tangerine. Certainly some grapefruit, maybe just the slightest hint of lime zest, too. Oh, chug-a-boom. Dang, that's good. It is a fine beer, actually. Had it before. Actually, I've had it on tap. I've never bought it in cans or bottles before. And enjoyed it, but I've never got around to doing a video for it. When I saw these for only $1.99, hell, I might have to go back to the store tomorrow and just buy their shelf out. Because for $2 a can, you just can't beat this deal, man. Nice. So, what was I going to say? I was talking about flavors. See, I lost track, man. Lost where I was going, man. So again, much like the aromas, you're going to get a medium malt. You're going to get a slight honey-like sweetness. You're going to get flavors of varied citrus. I mean, you might get some orange or tangerine, depending on your taste buds. You might get some pineapple. You might get some other tropical fruit notes. It just, whatever you're used to, or whatever your flavors are going to comprehend. You ought to get some grapefruit in there, and you should get some bright pine. Right at the finish. It's just put together well. Again, I don't know if it ought to be called a session. Personally, in my opinion, I think statistically it ought to be called an APA. Founders ought to call this an APA, in my opinion. However, I think just about everything called a session IPA ought to be called an APA. I didn't think so at first. In fact, I've said that in several videos talking about styles and and body and different things. But now I've got a couple good beer friends. I've been saying that for years. My argument was that many APAs have evolved where they're not really what an APA was. But I don't know. I think styles have become so diluted, especially here in America. There isn't that clean-cut line. I would rather these be called, especially something that's close to 5%, I would rather it be called an APA, in my opinion. But hey, it's their brewery. They can call it any damn thing they want. Bottom line, it's a damn fine beer and $1.99 for a 19.2 ounce can. Dang. I'll buy them all day long. I wish there was a truck that went down the neighborhood selling these. If I didn't have to go to the store, I'd pay $2.50 a can for it. Had a beer truck. I'd drop $2.50 for a can. I swear to goodness I would. I would, man. What am I to you? Oh, man, that is put together well. Perfect for a day like this. Again, yeah, I put some shorts on and a short sleeve because it felt warm when I got here earlier, but by the time I got changed and was able to get back out here, it has chilled a little bit, but not so much so where I'm going to go inside. Really felt like, I love doing, I've got the screen, I use the screen on my TV here in Arkansas. I've got some backdrops, so that I typically use, so folks don't know if I'm in Arkansas or here when I'm doing the video. But yeah, when I am home and the weather is nice, I just love doing outside videos. When I can't go out to actual pubs and do videos from there, I love doing actual pub videos and brewery videos. But if I'm home with a 6-pack or something, I just really love to be outside doing the videos when it is at all possible. I got a burp here. Oh, so there you go. Well, you don't need to watch me drink all 20 ounces, do you? 19.2 ounces. So there you go. Bottom line. Is this a buy again? Because that's what my scale is. It's either a buy again or a not. Yeah, it's an absolute buy again. It's a darn fine beer. It's something I might give to folks who are on the fence as far as an APA is concerned, or an IPA is concerned. Maybe they've had a couple lighter APAs that they like. I would definitely steer them in this direction. Again, especially for the price point, when a lot of the arguments I hear from macro drinkers are the price of craft beer. Here is something very affordable, even more so than some of their macro counterparts. So there you go. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, man. Prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and all-around good guy.